I'd come to Cardiff for like a Barry Island tour, Gavin and Stacey stan.
Okay, yeah, fair.
Then I was like, I actually love Cardiff because
Yeah,
I went to
right.
Barry Island.
Hi, I'm Holly and welcome to Help I'm Going to Uni by Cardiff Met, where each episode I'll be talking to a real-life uni student about their university experience. Today I'm joined by third-year health and social care student Liv. Hi, Liv.
Hi.
Lovely to see you. Okay, so let's just get straight into it. How were you feeling before you started uni?
I think I was really nervous. I had 2 gap years, that weren't supposed to be gap years. I was just working full time and then I was really bored. So I was really nervous to do something that wasn't boring. Like I'd been bored for 2 years. So then I was like, I needed it, but it was also something
Getting
that
you
I was
outside
really...
of your comfort zone.
Yeah, definitely. And it was far away. I didn't know anybody. My friends that had gone to uni were about to graduate. So it's a completely different time point than I was starting at that I just was really nervous about. But like, I'm in the end, I've done it now. So.
Yeah, I was going to say, you made it this far. You've done a pretty good job.
Definitely.
So then what was it like when you actually like arrived at uni?
I was at Plasgwyn and I remember like moving in. I drove down. I had so much stuff. So I drove down in my car and then my parents drove down with more of my stuff. So we all loaded that into the room. And then I remember just sitting in my room, like listening out to see if anybody was leaving their bedrooms.
Yeah.
And I just sat there for like an hour and nobody left their bedrooms. So I was really nervous. I was like, man, this is my first year and nobody's come out of their rooms yet. So I sat in the kitchen and then finally one person came out of their room and then another person came out of their room. And then from then it was
That
fine.
like a domino effect.
Yeah, but it was like the first hour of me being like, okay, so what am I doing?
It makes you like really stressed as well. Like I feel like when you're in a situation like, because you're like, you probably start spiraling like, what if no one ever comes out of their room? What if I don't make any friends? What if I have to drop out and go home?
Literally, yeah.
And in reality then you're like friends an hour later and it's like, oh, that was
Ooh.
fun. Yeah, like I need to calm. So you lived in halls in first year. What was your experience like with that? Was it fun?
It was good. I was in the Glamorgan block in Plasgwyn, so I did have the double bed, the ensuite, everything like that. I really did appreciate all of that. It was fine. I think you're never gonna get on with it was 8 people. You're never gonna get on with all of them.
No, definitely.
But like my best friend now, Molly, she was the second person I'd met after the first person walked out their bedroom. We've been inseparable since then. So out of the 8 people, I'm still really close to like 3 of them, which is I'm fine with. Like to make
pretty good statistics there.
To make such close friends with Molly so soon as well, like it was worth it. And I think even when you don't really like people in halls, because of that, it's really funny. Like the memories you can make from like not all really getting on.
I was going to say like
the horror stories when you look back on them are actually really funny. Like
Definitely.
I've like as much as I enjoy the people I live with, like now in second year and third year, to look back and laugh about like the dirty kitchen and like
just like the stupid little things.
Yeah, it's hilarious to think that that's what you were doing.
No, it is good. And so you study health and social care.
I do.
Like what made you decide on doing that? Was that something you'd always been interested in or was it more just like something you came across?
I didn't really know it existed until I started looking at different degrees. I worked in the NHS for a year as a clinical admin support thing in a mental health clinic. So I wanted to do something that was kind of clinical, but I didn't have any A-levels. I didn't have any sort of like academic backing because I did fashion instead and failed that. So then I was like, I didn't want to do anything that had exams, anything that was I thought I couldn't do. But I wanted to be something like healthy. So then I saw that Cardiff Met offered health and social care and here I am. So it worked out really well.
Have you enjoyed your 3 years doing health and social?
I've really, really enjoyed it.
What does it sort of like entail? Because I don't know a lot about it.
Yeah, it's a bit of everything. That's what I really enjoy out of it. So it's in like the School of Education and Social Policy. But like a lot of it social policy that I pick and stuff, you can kind of pick a topic and run with it. So like I pick feminism and I run with like doing my essays about women's rights. Like my dissertation was on misogyny at university, which was really, really interesting. So you can kind of pick what you do. So we do modules about childcare, modules about like old age care, loads of different stuff like that.
Yeah. Would you say it's the right choice for you? Like, how's it been?
Yeah, I think now I finished it, definitely, I think my dissertation was such an important thing.
Yeah.
And it's how I could make it like about my passions really helped. I think in first year we touched a lot on like child development, which I don't like kids. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to write about
like,
kids. I didn't want to hang out
be
with the
near that.
kids.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't want to do anything like that. So I think I may have struggled in first year, but then after that, I found a way that I could move around
Like,
the
make
topics
it
and I
around
can
like
make
what
them
you're interested in.
Yeah, and what I want to like do in the future. And I think especially now, third year I could really do that. I could really pick what I wanted to do. So now at the end, I think I'm really happy I did that.
I feel like that's the nice thing about uni as well compared to like school or college is that like in like a lot of courses you can sort of mould it around what you specifically are interested in, what you want to go into and what your interests are, which I think is always really nice because it also makes things so much more enjoyable when it's something like you're passionate about, something you're interested in. Yeah,
because like a dissertation is my dissertation was like 8,000 words.
Yeah.
I would not want to have wrote 8,000 words if I didn't like what I was doing about.
Yeah.
But when you can, it made it easy-ish. Not like easy, like it's a
That's
dissertation.
one thing I found. Like I did fashion design, but I did my dissertation on masculinity in hip hop music.
Slay.
Yeah, it was really interesting.
Yeah.
And I just did about like toxic masculinity and like all stuff like that. And it wasn't related to fashion, but it was something that I was interested in that I could like bring alongside it. And it did have like a bit of fashion as well.
Yeah.
But I never knew that it was almost like so flexible to do what you want to do, which I found was really good.
Yeah, especially with such a big thing. And I think it also helps in the future, like if I want to go into something about women's rights, to write my dissertation about women's rights. Yeah, you've got
like a lot of knowledge and stuff on it.
Yeah, and it makes you kind of think if you write your dissertation on something and then you hate it, you don't want to do it long term, but I loved it and it just I want it to be something that I do carry on.
No, definitely. Okay, so now it's time for Ask Holly. You get to ask me a random question from my Ask Holly box.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you this box here.
Thank you.
And you're going to pick out a question and ask me. Put me in the hot seat.
How did you meet your closest friends at uni?
My closest friends, how did I meet them? Honestly, in my flat, like, I would say, like, 2 of my best friends live in Kane. Like, they were in my flat in first year. And then my other best friend, Pat, he was literally in the flat below. And also me and Liv and Pat were on the same course. So, like, we all just became really close friends. I'd say, like, me and Liv as well, like, because we were in the same flat and the same course, like, especially, like, in first year and
nowhere to
escape.
Stuff.
Yeah, there was nowhere to escape each other, which was the dream. Like, she's my best friend. And, like, we lived together then in second year and third year and still live together now. And I would say, like, we are joined at the hip. We are inseparable. Although there is actually a video one time I was trying to, like, make a TikTok. I wasn't even trying to make a TikTok. We basically had this chain and we like chained our nose rings together.
Okay.
And like I'm gonna have to show you it because we made like a TikTok and like chained our nose rings together to be like, we are so inseparable.
Twin for real.
That and everyone in the TikTok comments was taking it really seriously and being like, how do you go to the toilet? And we were like, or like, how do you go to sleep? We're like, we just do it together. Like, it pretty much sums us up. Hold on. It went viral on TikTok as well. Let me have a look.
She's famous.
Yeah, she's low-key famous. Shh. It's my 3rd most popular TikTok. 623,000 views and 65k likes. This was the video. Guys, me and Liv have such attachment issues that we've decided we're going to be connected always. So wherever I go, she has to come as well. Because we were like, we are attached at the hip and now we're going to be attached at the nose, which people on TikTok were finding really funny, but also kind of like, they were like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, how are you going to do this? I was like, do people know that we just chained it together for this video? Like, please. But yeah, so I'd say mostly on my flat / on my course is how I met my best friends. What would you say, like, with you? Was it more like your flat? Have you found, like, your best friends at uni or, like...
Yeah. Like, Molly was in my first year flat.
Yeah.
Love her. The people that I live with mainly were my first year flat. I met people through the Feminist Society.
Nice.
So one of the girls that we live with, she's from there. Love her. I think my, like, core group would be through the society. And then, and also, like, my flat. I think that I am friends with people on my course, like, really close, but we were only in twice a week.
So it's not giving you like that time to like become super close and stuff.
And I think towards like the end now I think we didn't really click all until third year, which is like now we all move home.
Like the common theme of like what everyone says is like it's in third year when like you're in uni the most and you're doing the most and you have all this stuff is when I feel like your course mates like really bond together.
Yeah.
And that's when you like start properly like making friends with people and chatting to everyone and like making friends.
And then,
which
like,
is kind of
later.
quite bittersweet because it's kind of like the end, but it's also nice because you've also made those friends. Okay, so I'm going to move on to some quick fire questions now. Early bird or night owl?
Night owl. I don't want to wake up before like 9 p.m. 9 a.m.
9 p.m. She likes a long lie-in. That's really funny. What TV show are you watching at the moment?
What We Do in the Shadows.
What is that?
It's like a sitcom about vampires.
Oh! Is it like a piss take type?
Yeah.
Kane always has that on the telly. It's actually low-key kind of funny.
It's good.
What is your must-do in Freshers Week?
Sit in the kitchen forever. Like, don't leave the kitchen. Like, that is the social space. And like, I really wanted to be sociable, so I just sat in the kitchen.
That was
leave your
me.
bedroom, sit in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's good advice. Who is your favourite lecturer and why?
Oh, Jo Aubrey. I love this woman. She was my dissertation supervisor. She was my supervisor throughout the whole 3 years. She is the biggest queen I've ever met. She is so like enthusiastic about what she's teaching that it's hard to like not enjoy it.
I love teachers like that.
And she'll talk about like random stuff. She'll like in my dissertation supervisions, like half the time was her just like we were talking about our birthdays and like what we're going to wear to graduation. Yeah. And seeing her like actually enjoy health and social care makes me want to enjoy.
That's super cute. Extrovert or introvert?
Extrovert. Can't shut the fuck up.
Me too. What's the best chat up line you've used or heard?
God, I don't know. I'm not really a chat up kind of gal. Met most of my boyfriends off Tinder, so it's normally like the hi, how are you?
Like, hey, how's it going?
What are you doing tonight?
That's really funny. Do you have a secret talent or a party trick?
Not really. I think my party trick is just like leaving early. Like it hits midnight and I'm like,
that is real.
Bye guys.
No. I'm like, my party trick is leaving undetected silently, so none of my drunk friends notice that I've gone home.
Yeah, and then a text being like, had a really nice night guys, thanks for coming. Like
I'm home safe. Yeah. Everyone's like, I didn't know you left. I'm like, exactly. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Pickled onion Monster Munch.
That right there. I love pickled onion Monster Munch. That's probably like, if not my number one, definitely my top 3 favourite crisps ever. Like, I can eat bags and bags and bags of them.
I want my mouth to like be painful.
Yeah, I want my mouth to be like peeling off and like all scratched up.
And then I'll just eat another pack.
Yeah, real. Books, games or Netflix?
Netflix. I like to buy a book but not read it. But like, I guess I actually do use Netflix.
Real. What's the most adventurous thing you've ever done? If you don't have,
I'm trying to think.
If you don't have an answer, I can just move to the next question.
But then that's sad if I don't have an answer. I guess starting a society.
That is very out there.
Yeah, I think it took a lot to like start it and then also to like put on an event when it's just the people like me and Molly that started it to stand there and be like, hey, we really hope people come and like put a thing on and put our address out and be like, hey, we really hope people come to this. And they did. So
it's very brave.
Yeah, thank you.
And what is the best thing you've ever eaten?
Potato salad. Like homemade potato salad, like lots of mayo.
Nice. I do like potato salad, yeah. And what is your idea of a perfect date?
The beach. I love the beach. Bit of Barry Island. Just that. Maybe a Greg's when you're in Barry Island. Nothing too fancy. I feel like the beach is
so
like
funny.
Does the job for
Your
me.
idea of a perfect date is getting a Greg's and going to Barry Island.
Yeah.
I love it. Simple and effective.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really made me laugh. So, back to you. Tell me a bit about yourself. Like, what made you decide to come to uni?
I think I'd had a really bad job. I worked in selling gate motors. So I left college and I was like an admin salesperson for a gate motor company. And I hated...
What is a gate motor?
Like the things that make gates go. Yeah.
Oh, like when you have like fancy gates, you like press a button and it opens.
Yeah. Or like the things that make like
the barriers and stuff.
Yeah.
Go up and down.
Wow. That was my life for like over a year. And I hated every second of it. And I was like, I'm only 19. What am I doing with my life?
Yeah.
Like on the phone being like, hi, do you want a gate motor? Like.
You're like, no.
No, I don't.
And I don't care if you do either, quite frankly. Yeah.
Literally. And I was an apprentice. I was on £4, like 20p an hour. So I started looking at uni then because I was like, I'm bored. I hate this. This can't be what I do for the rest of my life. But what can I do because I have no qualifications?
Yeah.
So I started looking into uni then. And then when I finally left that job and went into the NHS, it kind of cemented that I wanted to work with people. I wanted to do something like
something more important.
Yeah.
No offense to gate motors.
No,
I'm sure
they can take offence to the.
Like I love when barriers open.
Yeah. Absolutely. But no, and I think I really wanted to do something that I felt was worthwhile.
Yeah.
And I think with a degree, I felt like I could be more prepared to do something like that and know how to get there, especially like in the town that I'm from.
Where are you from?
From like Nottinghamshire. It's kind of like there's stuff going on there, but there's not like a activism scene. There's not like a political scene that I wanted to be a part of.
Yeah.
And I think I wanted that. And I think that's what I was looking for when I came to university, like some like activisms, people that were in
like
the
wanting
same...
to make a difference and be like with like-minded people.
Yeah. And I think that's like the main takeaway from my 3 years is that the people I've met, like I wouldn't have met them back home, and like we're all so like similar in the way that we think and now like morals and stuff like that. That was really important to me.
Yeah, no, definitely. And what made you choose Cardiff Met?
I had come to there's a Barry theme. I had come to Cardiff for like a Barry Island tour. Gavin and Stacey stan.
Okay, yeah, fair.
And I'd come just before COVID. And then when I was looking at it was a few places, and then I was working full time, so I couldn't come to too many open days and stuff.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I actually love Cardiff because I went to Barry Island. So
you chose Cardiff Met because of its close proximity to Barry Island.
Yeah, literally. Well, I wanted a beach. I knew I wanted a beach. I don't live like that. The nearest beach to me is Skegness.
I don't even know where that is.
Yeah, good. Like, it's interesting, but like it's not like I wanted to be near a beach. Like that's one of my things, and I was like, I know Cardiff is near Barry, so perfect. And it's near like Penarth. It's near like Porthcawl and stuff like that. So I wanted to be near a beach. I'd visited Cardiff before and loved it.
Yeah. Had you been to any like open days or anything?
I went to an applicant day, so I'd already accepted, and then I went to an applicant day because I didn't know what the campus was actually like. Because I'm School of Education and Social Policy, my applicant day was on Kincoid, but my course is on Llandaff. So it was interesting to see what Kincoid is like. And then the student ambassador was like, just drive there, just pull up and walk around. And I was like, okay. So I did that, and it like it looks pretty cool. Like I'd visited my other friends that went to universities like in different places, and like walking around Llandaff, I was like, oh my God, this is going to be me.
Yeah.
Like, and I definitely...
Yeah, you could see yourself there. You're like...
Yeah, and we walked like from... the campus to Plasgwyn, and like when you walk like past the cathedral.
Yeah, that's such a nice walk.
Yeah, and for that to be like the first thing that I thought of at Cardiff Met is like walking that way. I was like, yeah, I could do this.
Yeah,
like,
you're like, this seems good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you have any plans right now as to what you're doing after graduation?
Not really. I work in a Weatherspoons at the minute, and I'm going to transfer to a different Weatherspoons back home.
Moving back home?
Yeah. But yeah, I think through work, because I've had a job pretty much my whole time at university, I've not been home for like longer than a week. And I think 3 years of like not being with my parents and my brother and my friends back home for like more than a few days.
It's long.
Yeah, and I'm quite excited to go back and just live with my mum again. But like, I could say that now that I've had these 3 years away. Before that, I didn't like my hometown.
Yeah.
Like, I'd already moved out when I was 18 as well. So like, with all of that, I'm like, I'm just ready to go home, like relax and stuff like that. But no plans. Maybe a bit of... I'm hoping to go to Australia, but I feel like everybody says that when they...
Literally me right now.
But we'll see where it goes. I know, like, I'm not too worried right now.
Yeah, you just want to go home and relax.
See where life takes me.
Yeah. I like that plan. So would you say like coming to uni and stuff, like would you say like you've like changed a lot and like found who you are as a person?
And we were having this conversation in the pub the other day because my housemate was like, yeah, he's changed. And he was like, I think I'm a whole different person. And I was like, yeah, like I definitely think it's made me more like confident and like I guess I have a more of an idea of what my like passions are and how I want to like live my life. But like I was 21 when I came to uni. I'd already lived on my own for a bit. I think it's definitely like made me more like understanding of like myself. But other than that, like I was doing pretty fine.
Yeah, like I was fine before.
Yeah, like I don't know.
I feel like when you come to uni when you're just like that little bit older, it's probably a lot different. Because like I came to uni when I was 18. Like I am a different person in the sense of like I look completely different. Like
I look the same. I've been dyeing my hair ginger since I was 18. Like,
are you not naturally ginger?
No, I'm not naturally ginger.
Wow, I just assumed you were. It really suits you.
No, thank you. I've kept this like I look the same. I feel the same. I definitely think like I've learned more and like I've grown academically and like with people I've met and like my brain's bigger. But like I feel pretty much the same. But like I'm happy with that. Like I feel the same and I'm happy with that, which is I feel like I wasn't happy with how I was before.
Yeah. No, that's so fair. Going back to you said that you started the Feminist Society.
I did.
Tell me more about that. Like, what was the process in starting a society? Just tell me everything.
It started in in our first year flat. Me and Molly,
Mhm.
we did all the freshers' fairs, and we didn't want to do any of it. None of it seemed like up our street. When I'm not sporty, didn't fancy a bit of that.
Yeah.
And we were both really into like feminism and politics, and we saw that other people in other universities were doing stuff like that, and we were like, well, we'll just do it ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, we came to the SU. You fill out a form to say that you want to start a society. You have to have 10 students registered to as interest.
Okay.
So I was going around like my housemates, my course mates, and being like, please just put your name down.
Yeah.
Because we were worried at the start that because we kind of had to like convince people to show their interest that it wouldn't really
actually be interested.
Yeah. But then when we got that, and especially when we started last year's Freshers' Fair, the interest you get from freshers like is massive. Like, we grew as a committee as well. It started off with 3 of us on the committee, and then now in our last year there was 8 of us.
Okay.
And the girls on the committee like are my best friends, and they're gonna, especially like the FemSoc keeps on going, like it outlives me. Like it's like we've got new co-presidents for the next year.
Yeah.
And it's really lovely. Like, I'll be proud to walk across the stage at graduation, but like I'll know that like my proudest achievement was that.
Yeah.
We put on like discussions, we go to marches, we do like craft stuff, but like the social element is like the most important part for me. I know like meeting like freshers and stuff that like I feel really safe on a night out with you guys, and I'm like that's the whole point.
Yeah.
Like,
no, like you want to make like a community of people.
Yeah, and like the fact that my closest friends are from the FemSoc, and then I meet like freshers and their closest friends are from the FemSoc, and I'm like, oh my God, like this is all I wanted to do.
The legacy is living on.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, that's really nice.
And to have people, like I know more people, like to walk around campus, I'll know people, or like I know how the student unions run because I'm part of it. And like the staff on the students union, I know them through the FemSoc, like this awards nights. There's so much stuff that I wouldn't have known that the university even offers without being involved and starting that up. Really.
Would you say it was quite an easy thing to start?
Starting it, yeah. You were the form, getting people involved. I think it was easier because me and Molly are like the same brain, so we knew what we wanted to do with it all. It's difficult to run sometimes. I think it got easier when there was 8 of us on the committee. I do think it's like does take dedication, but to see what we've got from it was worth it. Like winning the society awards for certain things, and like seeing that people want to take over from us has made it all worth it. Because if it died with me, I'd be like, oh, didn't work very well.
Fun while it lasts, but kind of sad.
But to see it like at least go on another year because we've got a new committee makes it mean like it's needed, it's worthwhile, and it's really important to have like a political safe space on campus.
Wow, that's really cool that you started that. You must be so proud of yourself.
I am.
Yeah.
I will say that's something that like it's in my Instagram bio being like the Cardiff Met Feminist Society.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah, and I think it's opened up so many things that I wouldn't have known, especially like just around the city as well. Like we work with Cardiff Uni FemSoc, we go to their events and sort of stuff. Like it's made university feel more like university, because I think when you aren't a part of like a society or a sports group, it can feel like you're just studying and that's it.
Yeah.
But like I feel like I've got the most out of university life through that.
Through doing that. Yeah, that's super cool. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up here. It's been lovely to chat to you today. This has been Help I'm Going to Uni by Cardiff Met. I'm Holly, and I'll see you next time.